السلام عليكم ورحمة الله وبركاته. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. الحمد لله والصلاة والسلام على رسول الله وبعد. I hope everyone is well. MashaAllah, Tabarakallah. It has been a couple of days since we have all met online. We haven't held a webinar for near enough over about a week. And inshallah ta'ala, today we want to come with some updates, inshallah, from Nusuk and from Mecca al-Mukarramah, inshallah ta'ala. Myself, your brother Mishkat, we are here in Mecca, and the team are all getting updates. As you all know, we're eagerly waiting to find out what's going on. And there is a lot of confusion, I guess, and there's some rumors going around. So we want to clarify those things today, inshallah ta'ala. So thank you for joining in today. We will get cracking today with the review of phase 2, inshallah ta'ala. And then we will talk about phase 3 and the updates in regard to phase 3, inshallah ta'ala. We also talk about package availability and some guidance for upcoming bookings. So I want to move straight into that. So Bismillah, first and foremost, all of you are aware, and I can see a lot of discussion in the Telegram groups amongst yourselves. We also talking, everyone's talking. We have seen that, subhanallah. First and foremost, we want to acknowledge and say that the system of Nusuk booking platform is more stable and more responsive than it was previously. And some brothers and sisters mentioned that in 2022 and 2023 onwards, every year there is improvement. And yes, we can all agree that it has been improving. But at the same time, when the booking the system is difficult to get through and to book, remember that was a whole night we discussed earlier. But now within a few hours, so many people had booked, and it was easier for more people to get in. At the same time, there are more people now being made aware of Nusuk platform. Maybe perhaps last year they tried and they couldn't do so, and they are trying this year, in fact, the third year. So with all these reasons, we can see that everything has sped up and it's faster in terms of booking. Within 2 hours, everything was booked. So this is phase 1. And the phase 2, the last week, the whole week, people from all around the world as well are becoming more aware of it, of the system. The system has been open and is still open, and the package has been available to book for 116 countries. Those countries outside the UK, USA, Canada, France, Australia, and many other, about 9 countries or 10 countries that have a larger quota or larger number of Muslims, to give these smaller countries an opportunity to book land. So we can say that more pilgrims booked than expected. And last Friday's update was around 5,300 visas left. Okay. And I would say more has been booked. We've had an update around 3,800 left, 3,500 to 3,800 left as of today. So, and that's for the whole world, for all of the different countries vying and trying to book their packages. But we'll come to that in a moment to give you an update. So before we go there, but the official number, say for example, from all of the quota is around 3,500 left. That's approximate. And it is still open for those countries that have not used up their quota. But we do know that this phase is now about to close soon. And that's why you've probably seen, brothers and sisters, the message on from Nusuk themselves on Twitter, or X, we call it now, where they're saying that time is running out and you need to book. And some people have shared that on the group. So what we do know after all of this is that after this phase closes, we are sure that a lot of packages are still available, inshallah ta'ala. So phase 3, brothers and sisters, you're all waiting for phase 3. We still, unfortunately, don't have the exact date. And I know many of you have sent messages and said, well, why didn't they just give us a date so we can all go leave, book our work off, take a break from work and come. And I appreciate that many of you have been taking time off work to book, to come in. And I think the Wednesday 19th and the 21st stuck to a lot of people's mind, but we did mention as the days pass that it's looking less likely. And if it would be open, then we would give that information, and you'd know for certain. And when Wednesday came, a lot of people were asking, is it still going to be open? And we had already said that it's not going to be open today, but people are still asking the same question. So it's really important that, if and when it does open, um, subhanallah, you'd know. Everybody will know. It's the way social media is, my brothers and sisters. Somebody from somewhere will message, and it's gonna, like wildfire. People will know. So I think, yeah, I appreciate you have to be ready, but please, as they have not told us, nobody has that information. No one can say they have extra concrete information than others, right? Okay. So, awalan, first and foremost, Phase 3, brothers and sisters, is available for all countries and all types of packages, and will be open for sale, inshallah. All packages will be open for sale. Number two, no official announcement has been made, as I said to you, regarding if or when sales will resume, and there is no date set or time set. But as always, we say, please remain ready. So if you have your money in your wallet, right, and you have enough sufficient funds, some people have decided to withdraw. Brothers and sisters, I appreciate that it is stressful, but if you speak to brothers and sisters from last year and the year before and years before, um, it's still much easier. It's just the demand is much higher. Now, we as Muslims living in the Western Europe and Americas, perhaps, and this is just from myself and not part of Hasan Travel sort of advice, but we should perhaps think about how we can, on a higher level, maybe the ministerial level, through using our perhaps uh, our things that opportunity, or the tools that we have, or the people that we have, from imams, from organizations, to raise and perhaps write letters and try, say, look, this is, we're Muslims, we require a larger um, number. I think they're aware of that as well, by the way, but it's just a matter of when they're ready. As I said in the last webinar, inshallah, for the years to come, there will be an opportunity, and I think it's just a matter of time. So what is holding them back? I'm not sure. Nobody knows. No service provider, no agency, no one will be able to give you that information. But we have to hold, hold ourselves and be patient. I know it's hard to say, hard to do, and it's easy to say, brothers and sisters. But yeah, so the point I'm making is that there's no official timing or anything like that yet. We just have to remain ready. It's just, if you really want to go, you have to be ready. It's just as simple as that. With regards to, obviously, the amount of here we're saying that the situation has changed over last week, meaning what? We didn't expect as many people to book from the phase 2, which is the world packages, as we have had this last week. So that's why initially we said, okay, 7, 8, 9,000. Let's say this year a bit more, 7,000. Last year was about 10, 12,000, 10,000 remain. So we expected 7,000 to remain. However, there's only 3,500 remaining. So, okay, alhamdulillah, that's fine. People from around the world want to go. And why shouldn't they? They should be able to go. They have their own quota. Now, from our end, we have more need from UK, from from USA, from France. We have more need. So, inshallah, they will look at this and they will perhaps, bi'idhnillah, increase that. So there are a lower than expected visas for potential sale due to this, because there's only a small number. And really, the authorities here are carefully discussing this, right? And it's on a very high level. So it's not on Nusuk's level, it's beyond Nusuk and way higher up. Even some people saying Tashir, the visa the people who issue the visas, the governmental sector, it's beyond that. It's higher than that. So that decision will come when they do that, and there's some discussions, open discussions happening right now, currently. So inshallah, if there is a discussion, if there was no discussion, then you have less hope. But if there is a discussion happening, there is some hope, inshallah ta'ala, and there is time. That's the key thing. And they haven't said it's closed yet, and we haven't had phase 3 yet. So until then, we should have good hope in Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, and good hope, and keep trying. So after sort of discussing this, we need to be aware that obviously we have an understanding that there is a smaller quota, and inshallah there is a larger quota coming. Please be aware that many packages are still available, and I think service providers across the board are all mentioning that they have spaces and plenty of options remain if these additional visas are added. So just to confirm, service providers are pushing for this additional visa quota, because otherwise it'll be difficult on the service providers having all these packages that are unsold. And just like last year, inshallah, there are ongoing discussions of this possibility by the relevant authorities, and they are on a very high level. But, brothers and sisters, no decision has been made. This is why, I mean, we have delayed speaking to you. We've been talking to you, alhamdulillah, we've had a journey together, may Allah bless you all. And we've been talking for a while now, for, mashallah, this is our 12th webinar. And I know some of you have been following from the beginning, and may Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala bless you. And it has been, I hope it has been clear cut, and we haven't given any information that is misleading or anything like that. Whatever information we received, we have passed on to you. So there is sometimes what we call, in terms of expectations, there's some things that some of us feel a bit negative towards. And I think right now, if there's any time, we shouldn't be too negative. It's the last sort of, the last stint, so we still should remain hopeful. And inshallah, there will be sufficient amount of increase for all, bi'idhnillahi tabaraka wa ta'ala. We make dua as much as we can, inshallah ta'ala. So just to khulasa, the summary, brothers and sisters who are watching, the update is that till today, there is not a time or a date has been set for this phase 3. Also, with regards to phase 3, what is the number of people? Number 2, the number of people or the quota that is available is a smaller amount than we anticipated. However, there is a discussion going on to, inshallah, and this is where we make dua to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, and we ask those who are in, this is an open forum, and we're discussing live on, online, that we ask the relevant authorities who are watching, and those who, our brothers and sisters who, for them to, and we have raised this, and we are raising this, and discuss this with all of the service providers, and they have done so for their best interest, obviously. They understand that, and they've raised that inshallah, there is some solution for, like last year we had some extra. This year they should do, inshallah, we should have amal, and we should have hope. And finally, in regards to packages, there are enough packages, and we're going to share that with you shortly, inshallah ta'ala. So now, in regards to custom package instructions, brothers and sisters, with any custom package, you will not need to search flights, as you all know, through the through the Nusuk platform. So some people have joined new, right? And they're discussing with me and the team, and they're still learning. They've asked on Telegram, what does it mean by custom package? Very simply, it has a flight already attached to the package. When you go to the end, to your cart to pay, after you've chosen your rooms or configured your package, meaning in terms of which package you'd like, instead of searching for a flight that's suitable for you live in the booking system, you have a pre-selected flight, which basically means you'll go with a group to Hajj, where there's no flexibility. It's fixed. The price is fixed, and therefore you can just attach it to your basket or your cart, And when you log in, you just click purchase and it will be very quick. Okay, so this is the first thing, custom package, what it is. Now, many of you have already configured your package to your cart. Even though it's grayed out, you can see in the corner that it is already in your cart. But there are many of you who might have removed it, or you're thinking now, you're waiting for the public package, but you're deciding that actually, let me just book a custom package because it may be quicker on the day. You saw how quick people checked out and booked. So in that regard, anyone who requires assistance, and this is we're reaching out and saying anyone who requires assistance with regards to configuring your cart for any custom package from tomorrow, okay, please contact us from tomorrow, 10 a.m., inshallah. Bear in mind, it's Jumu'ah. So the Jumu'ah time, and some people call that Jumu'ah time, right at the time of khutbah or salah. So just apart from the salah time, from 10 a.m. tomorrow, give us a ring. You're more than welcome to ring and call our Hajj hotline, and one of our team will be able to help you, inshallah ta'ala, to configure from our end, inshallah ta'ala. So do contact us. If you haven't got a package in your cart, brothers and sisters, from tomorrow, so you are all correct, set and configured. You tell us what your requirements are accordingly, inshallah ta'ala. And remember to be ready in case it is possible to book at any time. This is just standard sort of advice from all of us. We have to say that. But inshallah, I'm going to talk about when in a moment in regards to when we anticipate phase 3 will start. But before that, we talked about custom packages. We moved to public package instructions. Public packages, we know, offer more flexibility. There's more options. It has been more easier for those who are non-UK or non-USA pilgrims, meaning in phase 2. And this is something that now we understand. We should be aware that now is the chance, if those people who want to book public package, they may do so. However, you need to configure as well. Okay, and you need to have an idea of how much you're going to spend. If you're into the website, you should be able to book. You know, we all saw the issue of the OTP. We'll talk about that in a moment. But remember, you will need to research your flight on Nusuk before going to cart. By the way, and I'll repeat again for those who are not sure, last time we said this, if you search a flight on public package and you put it into your, place it into your cart, it doesn't mean that it's booked. It doesn't do anything. It just searches for you to give you an idea, an indication of the cost. When you re-log in, you will have to do the search again, okay? And it may come up, it may come down. Majority of the time it goes up because there's so many people trying to book that flight. However, this year, because a lot of the packages have been booked on the custom packages, we don't expect much of a increase on the, depending on which gateway, meaning which departure airport you're going from, and airline. So we don't expect that so much this year. However, you should still top up maximum amount just to be ready. So you configure your package to your cart. If the system opens earlier, if they allow this year, we're not sure in the phase 3 whether they'll allow it or not. But anyone requiring assistance, again, with the public package instruction, public packages, to configure it and just to get an idea of how much to put in, again, from tomorrow, 10 a.m., Friday, 21st of February, inshallah ta'ala, if I'm correct. Anyone correct me if I'm wrong. Then inshallah ta'ala, call the Hajj hotline on 07883 inshallah. Prices for flights will vary from around 5,500 riyals to 8,000 riyals per person. So £1,200 to about £1,750. Those who are from US and other countries, that is around, what is that amount? Around 10,000 US dollars. Okay, or 11. Sorry, did I say 10,000? No, so $2,500. So I said 10,000 for some reason. So depending on the gateway and airline, obviously some of you are coming from many different states, so that's why it can affect the cost. But you can search that and you can contact us to help you with that. Once again, top up at the higher amount to avoid missing out. There is an additional cost, brothers and sisters, for transport from the airport. Normally, you get a standard coach system, and this was explained last time, which was free to drop you and pick you from the airport. But if you're coming in Furada, which is single numbers, threes and twos and ones, it doesn't logistically make sense to get a coach and wait for 7, 8 hours for a coach to fill up and then come. Very simply, just choose whichever option that comes and just move on. There's no time. It's around 1,015 riyals, £220 for that transfers cost. Okay. It may be train, it may be car, whatever option that you see, just click next, click yes, and move forward. So have that kind of figure in your mind on top of the airline price. Okay. And again, the simple advice is just be prepared. Again, if you haven't got nothing in your cart and you'd like to add something, I'll repeat once again, from tomorrow onwards, 10 a.m. until 6 p.m. You can contact us, our team on Hajj hotline, to help you configure, inshallah ta'ala, through our system. Custom package availability is, we're talking about package availability now, brothers and sisters. And this is when I pass it on to our brother, Muhtadi Hasan. Ahlan wa sahlan. Faddal.
Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi jazakumullah khairan everyone for attending. So we'll be brief, inshallah. So Maher has kindly posted the link for the updated PDF with the availability. We did run through the custom package availability last time. This time, what we've done here is we've just included the price with the flight prices, because we know what the flight prices are on Nusuk, and we've actually checked it ourselves, and we know, for example, the MAW Premium, which is quite popular for a lot of people, is 36,300 approximately per person, and we know that it's got about 32 spaces at the moment available. So if you've got it in your cart, then if you're quick to log in on the day, inshallah, you should be easily able to book that. So these custom packages, as you can see in Premium 2 as well, there's about 11. On the Diamond 8, there's 12 at the moment, which is about 39,300. And then the Diamond 9 has very limited spaces, about 6 spaces. I know a few people have contacted me saying they've got it in their basket and they're going to try going for that. So all the best, inshallah, with that one. But I'd like to bring to attention, like we have a lot of availability on the Abdul Latif Jameel programs as well. As you can see on the Jameel 200, there's still one coach approximately left on the Wizz Air flights, which is 43,675. So to give you a rough idea in pounds, um, if you divide it by 4.6, it's about 9.5K, £9,495. And then the Jameel 204, which was updated late before phase one with the correct flight timing. Hence, I think a lot of people missed it originally. This one is a very reasonable price, around 10K per person, with Saudi Airlines going into Medina and then coming back from Jeddah. It's a very popular program in terms of and it's a very good program, and I would highly recommend this for people who are looking for, doing the Hajj, coming back, non-shifting, and getting a package secured. Jameel 500 is on everyone's radar as well. A lot of people are looking into this, so it's on a Wizz Air flight. That's got about 17 spaces. There was a few more, I think last time a couple of people managed to book, I think, on cancellations in the last week or so. And then the Jamil 700, unfortunately, it's about 35 spaces on there still, which is nearly a coach worth. So these are the ones where, for example, we're recommending that if you are looking for a Hajj program, it's going to be that bit quicker to book your program, in the sense that you can pre-configure it from now. As I said, if anybody needs support, even from tonight, you can privately message and we can save that on your basket and have it ready, so that when it does open, inshallah, you just click on the dashboard or the basket button, it goes to checkout now, and in a matter of few moments or minutes, it should book your package. So these are the ones that we would, logic dictates that maybe it's a bit faster. However, if you go to page 2 now, Maher, the public
So
package
these,
availability. Now, this is, what we wanted to assure people is that, a lot of questions that have been coming into the office privately as well, speaking to our admins and the team, is will there be enough space to go with Hasan Travel for Hajj 2025? And the emphatic answer is yes, we have, mashallah, plenty of availability. And even so, the service providers had made a lot of availability on the public packages and quite appealing programs, actually. Some of these programs, a lot of people prefer a lot more than the custom programs. But based on the flight availability, they kept it open on the GDS search module where you will be searching your flight on the system. As Brother Mishkat mentioned before, due to higher take up or demand in the public phase, there seems to be less visas at the moment. Obviously, we don't know what will happen. So
Inshallah,
we do
Allah
advise
possible.
that potentially, like to think about, you know, maybe looking at the custom package over the public package to maybe speed up your process. However, if you are fast and you know how to navigate the flight search module and you're logged in, then you should easily be able to book your program as well. So we're not trying to deter you. What we're trying to say is as long as you're fast and quick about booking your flights on the day, you should be able to secure a package. And the service providers, mashallah, have plenty of availability. And part of their tactic for this is why they will be able to offer upgrades later on when they will have unsold rooms. They will be able to offer doubles and triples post Ramadan, and we will work on that and make that available. But for now, this is the availability that they have. So plenty of availability to perform your Hajj with us, inshallah. And you'll see also in the market, there's a lot of service providers this year that also have many availability because the indication that was given by the ministry and Nusuk to each service provider was to cater for larger numbers. And so all of them did do that. However, there seems to be a reduced amount of visas in the first phase in terms of this current moment. And the anticipation expectation has always been that they will increase to ensure that the service providers are able to fill up the seats that they have available. And also that the Hajis that are clearly there and wanting to book can secure a program with their number one and number two choices. Inshallah. So, I mean, this is now being shared on the group and we'll post it on the Telegram as well, if Maher hasn't done so already. But all the information is pretty much on there. In terms of the prices for this particular page, we've kept it excluding the flight, primarily because the flight will fluctuate and change as and when you book it. I was searching just before we came on this session and I was seeing, like for example, on the Asala Plus and Plus 2, which is effectively the premium and premium 2 as well. It's just with a you know manual or custom flight search. The flights were about 11, 1,200 pounds starting at the moment. But you will expect as more people book, it will go up 50 quid, 70 quid, £100, up to about maybe between 14 to £1,500 on average. So this is why we're advising to top up maybe up to 16, maybe 1750 per person to ensure you have a big enough budget to ensure that your package is secure on the day. But if anybody needs help to configure or to access, we can do that for you and support you. And if a few people want to contact tonight, I am available as well. Otherwise, from tomorrow as well, the whole team will be there as well to support on that. If team, if I've missed anything, maybe you can step in. But I think it's pretty much clear now based on the table that we provided that there's plenty of availability. So that was the Seera ones and the Latif Jameel. The Classic 405 is a very good program, which is similar to the 204 and the 200 in the sense that it's non-shifting. The major difference is it has Major Kabsh, so it's a little bit more, but it's a very good program. The Jameel 1012, 1014, 1019, 1100, these are very good packages as well. These are variations of the 200 and 204 as well, and the with the shifting element. So it's similar to the 500 and the 502, which was popular and sold out. So again, plenty of availability from both Abdul Latif Jameel and from
I
Seera.
just add
So,
on that one. So
yep.
1018, 1014, 1019. These ones, I think quite a few of them have an option for, not I think, I'm sure they have an option for starting with triple, quad, triple, and double options as well. We will share that the if you want to speak to one of our team members and then try to configure it together, perhaps then you can have an idea of what the costing will be, inshallah ta'ala. Okay, so that I think you need to speak to one of our team and then go through it with like I can see 1019 and 1014. These will have some options. I'm not sure where 1018 went, but we'll discuss that maybe if that's available. I'm not sure if the team, there might be some issue with availability, but we can update that as well. But just on that, I think there was one thing that a lot of people are worried about. Look, We discussed this in our last session, but I just want to reiterate. If you want to, the question now is, what's your priority? Is it Hajj or is it a double room now or a triple room? If something is already in the cart, right, for you to configure in the quickest time, you have to think about that. However, remember, post booking, as we, inshallah, we promised that we will do our best. I'm speaking to them here in Mecca on a daily basis, meeting the team. They're saying, look, inshallah, we'll put priority to Hassan, inshallah, we will speak to them. But have in mind, it will cost money. The packages this year across the board are quite dear. And we have intentionally, we wanted to provide the packages or work with packages that are a little bit more what we call, competitive and sort of reasonable. So inshallah, and obviously if you can afford it, then fine. You fill in the form and you say, oh, I would like that upgrade, and I'm happy to pay, 1,000, £2,000 a person, because these packages are still very good, under 10,000, on 9,500. You're staying in a non-shifting or a shifting. Some of this really competitive prices, inshallah ta'ala. So just on that note, I just wanted to add the point that post booking there will be some extras and things like that. And just to reiterate to every single person here, in the Jameel packages, okay, every single Jameel package has a train, regardless. I'm sorry, I've gone so far. So every single package on the Jameel program, both ways, if you arrive in Jeddah in the middle of the night with Wizz Air, right, and you're worried about going to Medina Al Munawwara by coach, and just take, we mentioned it's 5.5 hours, and we were giving you worst case scenario answers, because we don't want to tell you something that and it's not going to happen. We will always tell you the less, so that inshallah you get more, right? And inshallah we pray that you get more value for money. And we're trying to give we have to be as transparent as possible from our side, because you can imagine we're dealing with so many things, the nusuk and changes, and there's a disclaimer there all the time that whatever's on nusuk, there may be a plus minus 1 day. It's been popular, widely in every sort of material is mentioned. But again, my point here is that if you are going, brothers and sisters, from you arriving in Medina, your hotel is in Medina, you arrived in Jeddah, like this Wizz Air here, okay? Then you arrive in the night. Abdul Latif Jameel are saying they will provide a train in the middle of the night to your hotel, to Medina Al Munawwara. So you will have a comfortable journey to Medina. There are trains in Hajj season every 30 minutes, and they have over 4,000 train tickets. So they're happy to provide it, even if it's both ways, coming back as well. Okay. So that's confirmed for those, for every single package. There'll be a train. There was another thing that we discussed. There's quite a few things that we updated on. It's not coming to our mind now. It was just there. Okay, but that's what I remembered. Now, for those who are on Seera package, if you want to train, we can look into that post booking, inshallah. There are some people who booked already, okay, who might be watching, but actually this webinar is for those people who haven't booked. We're trying to help secure those people who haven't booked, brothers and sisters. So I would like to again, we're here to support, we're here to help you, and inshallah ta'ala, I think tomorrow onwards, or even tonight, if you'd like to speak to any of our colleagues to configure your package, if there's nothing in your cart or you want to reconfigure, give us a call. Lines, if they're busy, just try a bit later, because there's only a few of us who have who are able to work together to sort of ensure that we can help you configure, inshallah. Yep. So moving on to advice about to help secure your booking. The first thing is you must stay informed. Turn your notifications on for Telegram and WhatsApp. We don't really use WhatsApp as much, Hasan Travel. Why? Again, we mentioned it's going to be an announcement, very simple. But the emails and Telegram we are using. Now, I just wanted from my end, as many of you know me, and we've been talking and we've had this journey together. Obviously, I have been a little bit less responsive because I have been in Mecca and Medina. We're working with the teams, so inshallah ta'ala, on my return, we will be continuing our conversations and being supportive. I thank those brothers and sisters who have been responding and helping one another once again. من لم يشكر الناس لم يشكر الله. The one who do not thank people are not the ones who thank Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. So may Allah bless you all and keep up this support for one another. This is encouraged, but also please be aware that don't share information that is a hearsay or a rumor. We don't work like that. We don't go with rumors. We'd like that we have the information and we deal with the situation as and when it happens. And that's been our motto from the beginning. Okay. So on that note, phase 3, what I can tell you is that there is an indication from the service provider. Just now I spoke to them that it may be Monday or Tuesday. Monday or Tuesday. Okay. Now, this is from our service provider. Is it, we talk in hadith, we say thiqatun. Is it thiqa or not? Is it reliable or not? It is reliable, inshallah ta'ala. That I can tell you. However, it's not been official. Nobody's officially said it. But for sure, it sounds about right, given that the extended time of phase 2 has continued. But now they're kind of sending messages to hurry up, and those who want to book, close up your booking. So that it would need a couple of days for them to reconfigure their side of the technical things so that everybody, remember we said all custom and public packages will be open, inshallah ta'ala. So be ready and keep an eye out for the changes over the next few days. I would say to you, if you haven't topped up, please ensure that you have topped up. Let's pray, inshallah ta'ala, that there will be more, visas. And deep down, inshallah, I know some people being a bit negative and saying, no, there's no more this year, they've just put less. But have amal, have hope in Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. And at the end of the day, you're trying to book for Hajj. All of this is for Hajj. So it's a little bit of sacrifice is required. And I don't know, this is maybe our difficulty. Previously in the past, I don't want to compare and I don't like to make it, I'm just being frank I've spoken to many of you now. We don't kind of use, there are issues and this system is improving, okay, but it still requires improvement. We have to acknowledge that, but we're working together with guides and tour operators and the service providers. However, we need to ensure that we have that sabr and patience, and inshallah ta'ala, it will get better. Have that amal and have that hope bi'idhnillah tabaraka wa ta'ala. So have a backup plan. If you're saying that you have work, have assigned someone with flexible availability to assist with the booking, and act fast and focus on securing a visa first. That's the main thing. What do I mean by visa first? Meaning package. Somebody read that as being a visa first, meaning we're going to give visas first. No. So it means a package, right? Focus on the package first. Okay. And that later on your package, the same package, so that word should be package. The package details can be adjusted later. Okay. Meaning, for example, if you need a double, triple, or something like this, later on, maybe, brothers and sisters, some Brother Maher and the team have been working diligently, and all of us are sitting here and we want to give you the right information. But if some packages have double in Mecca and then no double in Mecca, only trip, like quad in Medina, or the other way around, double in Medina. And so this is why it becomes too much on the screen here. But we will tell you that public packages, for example, many of them have double options. And if you need help, we'll just talk to us and we'll try and help you with that. Again, is that the most important thing on the day? Do you just want to secure Hajj? Given this year's situation with the high demand, brothers and sisters, that we never expected, and even with that demand, the availability of the visas being restricted so far, Allahu Alam, I put my hands up, maybe 2 weeks later you find that 10,000, 5,000 more on top of the 3,000. Then suddenly there's like a breathing space and everybody's able to book. And every single person who's sitting here watching this, everyone goes, inshallah, maybe. يعني أنا لا يعني لا أستطيع. I can't say قطعا, and nobody can say that it's closed, and nobody can say قطعا that it's open and there will be a chance. But the system is electronic and simplified so that in the future it will be mass. يعني there will be more numbers for sure. You know, it's very easy system now in terms of choosing your package and learning about it. And it's all electronic, sort of in an electronic way. And I said, when I said easy, what I mean is that in one transaction, everything's done. And so, therefore, a larger number perhaps is something that they'll look at in the future, or maybe in the very near future, inshallah. So be quick, focus on the package, and stay calm and trust the process, inshallah. And I would say, I mean, we're at the end, inshallah. Maybe it will increase next week, the week after, maybe after Ramadan, even it could be bookings. Last year we had all the way until Hajj time. Some people cancelled, then people just log in. Some brothers I heard in our group, mashallah, they managed to secure a package randomly in Maghrib time. He called me and he said, I've just logged in. This is after phase one. And, you know, some of the custom packages are still getting sold because some people may have cancelled. So then it opens up the screen and he went, you know, he could see all the packages and he just clicked book. So, so again, if it's in your nasib and you're trying, it can happen. Okay. This is, we've mentioned this a few times, brothers and sisters. If you want to be us to be a guide, if you're joining new, hasantravel.com/Hajj 2025 and join the Telegram to keep up to date, meaning register with us as well. Okay. Um, yeah. So once again, your e-wallet must be topped up with the maximum amount of your preferred packages. Ensure you have backup packages as well. So looking at the table tonight, right, you can go in and see, okay, this one, I need this one. Okay, some people assume that, for example, if there's 35, 40 spaces, this is the one I'm going to go for, that's fine. But then maybe everyone's going to go for that. So you have to be very smart. Have another backup one. Have three, okay, at least. And then put the highest amount that you can go for, okay, in your e-wallet. Some people were saying that they weren't able to top up yesterday, but we are seeing that still people are able to top up. But I guess that very soon, maybe they will stop the e-wallet top ups because many people have already topped up. So just be aware of that. Don't wait till the end. When there's no chance anymore, then we say, Alhamdulillah, we tried this year. ما قدر الله وما شاء وما فعل. What Allah decreed, that's it. Yani we accept. But inshallah, have amal, good hope. Inshallah, in that you will get that space. There are some, you know, they say sometimes good things comes to those who wait. You know, some people, brothers and sisters, they wait to the end and they come out with the best package. Subhanallah. قد يكون هكذا. Could happen for some people, and we hope that. So you should already be configured. Yani the khulasa of today, the summary of today, brothers and sisters, is that you should be configured. If you're not, then you should reconfigure when the opportunity comes again. For those who require assistance in reconfiguring, we can help you with that from tomorrow, 10 a.m. inshallah ta'ala, or tonight even. If you give us a try, if we pick up, then we'll help you inshallah. Number 4, click purchase buy package to book when the bookings are live, brothers and sisters. Okay. And that means you need to go to, instead of, we will ask Muhtadi to show us in a moment, and keep a full page screenshot when you successfully confirm the package. And you should also download your itinerary from your profile. This will be a very useful way to keep record of exactly what you booked. So a discussion about one-time password, OTP, in case there is a delay. Be ready for that as well. Shall I pass it on to Muhtadi? Are you logged in? I tried to be as quick as possible, but it's important for those people who are joining and to re-emphasize and repeat sometimes helps, inshallah. I hope I haven't taken too long. Naam, tfaddal. May Allah bless you. Sorry, Muhtadi, are you there?
Yeah, I'm done this. I was just sharing my screen.
Oh,
Are you able to see my screen?
I need to maybe stop sharing. Go ahead.
Can you see my screen now? Or?
Yes, we can.
Okay, so this particular one is going to be an example for the
I want
public
everyone to pay
package.
attention here. I think it's more important to be now.
So I've come on the MAW Deluxe just to make it, to give an example for the how you search your flight manually, and then we'll do the one where it's already pre-assigned on the custom packages. So at the moment, we can see it says reach full capacity because none of the visas are available for the UK. If you were browsing and suddenly it opened up, this would remove and one visa would come out, like happened with one brother who was very lucky last week. But what will happen is on the day you will scroll down to your particular program and there'll be a button in the corner here, configure, and then you'll come to your accommodation room configuration. So this particular program, just for everyone's reference, it does have double, triple, and quad rooms for those that really want it. So that's why I thought I'd show this as an example. Very good program. For myself, if I was going as a single person, I'd go for the cheapest option, click on uh, this particular program actually is going to Medina first, and then into Azdia, and then the Hyatt Regency for 6 nights. The number of people in your booking, you must click. So if there was 2 of us or 3 of us, I have to press plus, plus, plus up until the number of people on my profile. But because I'm single, I'm putting just +1. And then I click on next to go to the next page. Uh, these wheelchairs, ziyaras, and other additional things which are kind of standard, I wouldn't worry about adding them. You can. It didn't make any difference for people in the first phase to book it. But sometimes we
Yeah.
used to advise, especially based on last year, just to skip it to speed up that booking process just that little bit more. And so you click on next, and then you'll come to this page where it says select your flights. Now, for a custom package, there will be already a flight itinerary displayed, and you click on select, and we'll show that in a bit. But for the public packages, you have to search for your flight on the day. So a lot of people might be looking, where's my flight? How do I do it? You need to scroll down, click on this button, and let it open up to the flight search module. Depending on your browser, you can maybe expand or make it smaller in different ways. But it should be pretty straightforward. Now, a lot of people have asked us, why did it say Aberdeen? It's not the case. It just starts alphabetically. Now, I know already this program. So anybody doing a public package should know what flight they're looking for from now. They should know that I want to go on this date into this city and be 100% sure so that they don't make a mistake on the day. So MAW Deluxe goes to Medina first, and I'm flying from London. So I will quickly put in London, and I want to fly to Medina. You could leave it as Jeddah, and I'm returning from Jeddah to my hometown in London. Now, to maximize my day, actually, I'm going to be a bit smarter and I'm going to put the date as the 27th and choose a flight that arrives the next day. You don't have to do that, but I'm going to do that for this particular example, just to give you some more ideas of how to be flexible with your flight search. So the system will load. At the moment, it's taking at least 30 seconds. On the day, it may take longer, but it's pretty normal. At the same time, it's not too bad. Like last year, it's improved a lot from last year. So immediately you'll be having options and it will give you a recommended or a cheapest or a fastest. Now, the direct flight, if I was to take, is more than double at the moment. So I don't mind taking an indirect via Riyadh. This is going to cost me about £1,100, which is very, very good price. You can see the flight details, um, by clicking on this button and then closing it. But I've already memorized what I want. I know I want to go on an evening flight that arrives the next day, so I'm eligible to select that flight. And also on my return, I want to leave as late as possible so I can maximize my time in Jeddah. So I'm going to go for this particular flight, which is the same. There's about 4 or 5 options of the same price, but I'm going to go for the one that is the most suitable for myself, which is this particular one. You click select and it will be very quick, or it should be on the day, but there's no guarantee on that. All your information will be pre-populated. You cannot change anything. You have to come here and click on I have read and agreed to the terms and conditions and click on submit. Now, then it will actually physically start making a PNR, a booking for you on the Saudia website or Saudia system, and create the provisional booking. And then it will come back to this page, and you're going to be worrying that is it taking longer. For this particular demo, it's a lot quicker. Maybe on the day it will take longer, so it's pretty normal. Don't click on anything or move away from the page. Just let it do what it needs to do. Again, just be patient. and eventually it should come up to the transportation options. Now, this is what we were talking about before. If you try and click on this, usually it should come up with an automated price. It will not let you do, it will give you one choice basically. So in this particular one, it's giving me coach. And on the way back, you'll notice it's not giving me a coach nor a private car, but it's giving me the train. So you have to see which one allows you and just click next to go on to the next page. So typically on these programs, it will come to about 1,000 riyals or just over per person for your transport. Everything from your hotel to the Mina and back and so on is already pre-populated and included. The reason why they do this additional section here is because they don't know which airport you're going to land into and which airport you're going to fly out from. So hence they have to add it as an add-on. But it's like any other program, they're only charging you for what you're using. They're not charging you anything extra. So you'll come to your summary page. You'll see everything, for example, the quad sharing in Mecca, Azizia, and Medina. You'll see everything's adding up. And, I'll have my flight details on there. I'll quickly review it. I'll just make sure, okay, I've got a 4 hour, nearly 5 hour transit, which is perfectly fine on the way there, and 2 hours, 40 minutes on the way back. I'm happy with everything. And you can see your overview here, the package price. I didn't select any wheelchairs or anything. The flight is around this. The transportation is that. Then the VAT comes on top. So I know, for example, from today, if I'm going for MAW Deluxe, I need to put in roughly about 38,000 riyals. That's the cheapest I'm going to get this package. However, what will happen on the day? Um, See, right now when I scroll down, this particular button of book now is not showing. So there will be a button below here in this particular region where will be a brown button saying book now. Normally, before they had the first phase, there was a configure button, but the configure button won't even show now. However, if you come to this page, you'll automatically notice it comes into your basket and it will already be saved into your cart. And we can help you do this. As I said, we have access to the system. If you need support, we can do that from tonight or even tomorrow. So please do use that support from us. Now, come back to the price on MAW Deluxe. It's very important to understand that if it's showing 38,000 approximately now, on the day, how much should I top up? Our price was showing roughly about £1,100. Now, that's the cheapest you're going to get for a flight for Hajj. We recommend to top up to 15, 16, even £1,700 per person in case it keeps going up because of the demand. So I would put on top here maybe another 3 to 4 thousand riyals, make it maybe 42,000 riyals or 45,000 riyals even, just to be fully safe. Because remember, you can withdraw everything post booking quite easily, and some people have reported already that mashallah their funds have come back and they're okay with that. So this is the public
Drawing
package,
the
how you
remainder.
search. Yeah, the remaining, yeah. This is the public package, how you search a custom flight, and it's not too difficult. Obviously, you'll have the only thing I would say is you've got to be used to booking these sort of websites and knowing your city codes and where you want to fly into and what you want to fly out from and the dates, so you don't make a mistake. What you don't want to do is panic, book something and choose the wrong dates or the wrong city, and that may happen if you're panicking on that time with the race against the clock. Now, what I'm going to I'm
On
going to
that
empty
note,
this. Sorry.
now say on that note, but remember, it auto populates the dates for you
Yeah, yeah.
on this. So just moving quick is really important.
So now I'll just quickly do say the Jameel 204, for example, if it wants to load up. Website is very slow at the moment as well, but alhamdulillah. So sometimes even the filters will not work properly, so you have to go to the service provider on the left-hand side, then come down. So the 204, as we know, has got plenty of availability. It's a very good program. Highly recommended. If you were to select this, um, again, it says full capacity. When it does open, this blue box will disappear. Um, you can scroll down and go to the next page. As we know, in this particular program, quad room only for now. Click on next. Just for speed, I'm just going to click next. I'm not going to select any of the additionals. We can sort that out post-booking. And you'll see it's already pre-populated with the flight details. If you want to read and see the details, it's there. Otherwise, just click on select flight and go to the next page. On this particular transport option, you'll see it's only got the pre-allocated transport, so it's pretty straightforward. You click it once, and you go to next, and in a few matter of seconds, you'll be able to come to the review page where it will say, "Are you happy with everything?" There'll be a big brown button here saying "Book now," confirm your package. You select it, and it will go straight to. It will start doing its thing to maybe take a minute or two. Some people did report on the day that it was taking 5, 6, 7 minutes. Let it do what it's doing. Do not touch or press back or stop or refresh. Let it finish what it's doing because it's booking something in the back end. So anybody who needs support to configure the package, please do reach out to us. We are happy to help you. As you can see, it's showing now on my cart. If I go to my dashboard, I can immediately see this is already there. When I log in, I can either click here to open the page and book, or I could click up here and click on checkout. And when it opens, there'll be that big brown button, inshallah. When you see that, say Bismillah, click on it, and it should be okay. So that's the demo for that. If there's anything I missed, team, please do let me know. But I think that's pretty comprehensive.
Just to be safe, I think it's better to just go from the dashboard instead of clicking on the cart to be
Yeah,
quicker.
yeah. So when you log in, you'll immediately come to this page anyway, and then you click on booking details,
And just purchase
and
package.
and then there'll be a big button here, or maybe just below there. I mean, when we
It'll
were
ask you
doing it
for a
on
captcha, recapture to tick that. And then
sometimes, not always. It depends,
depends on
because we were able to help a few people on phase one book, and it didn't require it for all of them. It
the.
depends. But usually there
Um,
is sometimes a checkbox to I agree, and you click next.
uh,
Sometimes there were people as well on the first phase they were saying I can't see the button. You need to zoom out sometimes. If it's too zoomed in, you need to zoom out, and you'll be able to see the button. So they were like this zoomed in, they weren't seeing the button. So when they zoomed out, the
mm,
button appeared because they weren't able to scroll down because there are different browsers that you're
uh,
using, and
um,
it can be unclear sometimes. Okay.
can I just ask, there is a package, the 1018 Jameel one. If you could open that, which is a public package, just for a second.
Okay, yep, sure.
The reason is the price looks quite high, and you're thinking, how comes it's a shifting package that's high? To answer your question, this one is actually you're staying in the main season in the hotel. You're not actually shifting. What it's done is at the end of the package, there's 2 nights in Sana Diafa or in the Aziziyah. So that means you could come in potentially to Medina and then go to your hotel in Anjum without moving, and then post Hajj, come back early. You could book your return a little bit earlier, 2 days, so you don't go to Hajj and you go back straight after Hajj. So this is something that you can perhaps look at as well. Just have a look there. Muhtadi, hold on. I think that's Medina after. There's one where,
So
yeah. So I think
yeah,
it's
yeah. So this particular one actually has the Azizia before. So if
mm,
you were coming in on a later flight from 31st
correct.
onwards, you wouldn't even have to say Azizia. You'd go straight in. It would be similar as the 405 or the 200 204, but with Medina at the end. Um, but you'll see here, they've actually put here very clearly, they have on this particular one, they loaded it with doubles and triples um, on there. But because they'd already pre-prepared 200, 204 on the custom packages with the flight allocation beforehand, and they didn't want to delete them off the system, and they said book that will make any sort of additional room request post booking. Here they've actually managed because they listened to our requests. And for example, if I was to select a double room here in Anjum, double room, well, there's no double in Azizia, but in Medina, if I was to do that,
That's
then you
normal.
can see the price does jump quite a bit. Um, so typically, I think what did they say? It was roughly about 6 to 7 thousand, maybe 7,500 per bed if you wanted to buy out, between a quad to a triple, then again to a double. Um,
This one seems to have a flight from Geneva to Jeddah. Hold on. So it's
yeah,
not
they
this.
have different flight options. Okay, so this particular program, they've made this. So there are one or two programs that Abdul Latif Jameel have. They have flights in hand, and they've given some flights. For example, this is also for the Swiss market. They have some flights from Geneva. You can select the pre-populated one if you wanted to quickly book it and quickly check out. and then you can arrange your flight to Geneva. But with that price, I would probably just ignore that and go for the custom flight here and try and find the flight that I want for that particular um, program. So let's have a quick look to see what it comes up to.
Yeah, just having in mind that we've got Q&A as well, so we'll close
Okay.
after this and we'll go straight to Q&A.
So if I wanted to go to okay, so what I'll do is Medina at the end. Did you want me to skip the Azizia part and try and do a flight a bit later so that we don't have to go there? Or
Right. Oops.
so I know if I go on the 31st, my hotel
So,
is in Anjum from that time. So I could bypass those 2 nights in Azizia and just go straight to Anjum.
how do you fine?
Yeah, so I would always try and leave Medina on the latest flight to maximize my day there. I can see, um, you know, if it's like this, then it's a couple hours stopover in between. Just by looking at that, I mean, we have a bit more experience on flights, so by looking at the overview, I can tell. But if you wanted to be fully sure, you click on the flight details. For example, there's 2 hour layover in Riyadh on the way there, and a 3 hour on the way back, which is perfectly fine. Quickly select. And you notice at the moment the fares for the first few bookings are going to be very, very reasonable and a lot cheaper than the group ones. And this is what we said last year. Many people chose the system flights. However, this year, due to sheer numbers and the speed of booking, we're having to revise our thing and maybe say, look, think about the group packages versus the public packages as well. So it's a difficult one, but at the same time, we're saying if you are set on going for these programs, as long as you're fast and you're okay with booking, then you should be easily able to procure your package. Um, and it didn't take much longer, maybe 30 seconds longer than the other way. And there would be a button here to book now and secure it. But this particular package is 60,000 for a double room. So in pounds, that would be £13,050 approximately. So you can see the jump. So a lot of people are saying, okay, we want to go for double rooms. The service providers are listening to the audience in terms of affordability and making availability as well. So they want more people to go at an affordable rate. And this was part of our sort of mindset when we prepared for Hajj 2025, that we didn't want to just go with making things expensive and unaffordable. We need to make it inclusive for everyone and make it and so that they can benefit from the guidance and the support throughout the preparation, throughout the journey itself, and most importantly during Mash'ar and the days of Hajj in Mina, Arafat, and so on. So I'll end there, inshallah. I think Maher should continue now. If you want, I'll stop sharing my screen. But if there's anything that people need support with, please do reach out to us in terms of configuring and adding to your basket.
Jazakumullah khairan. Barakallahu feekum. Thank you so much.
If you, Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. If you could just share the Q&A screen. As per normal, you can ask a question through the chat. The team have been answering questions already. If anybody wants to ask any questions live, please raise your hand and we'll give you a chance to speak. You can ask your question, inshallah ta'ala. Sister Nadia Shah, Assalamu alaikum.
Assalamu alaikum.
Wa alaikum salam.
Wa alaikum salam.
I've just got a question about configuring the package. I already have a package in my cart, but it's with a different provider. If I wanted to change to the Jameel, I think it's the 204 or the 200, is that possible?
Yeah, it is possible. What we'd suggest is contact our team from tomorrow, and we'll try and support you with that directly within your profile.
And also I've got another question as well.
Inshallah,
So me and my husband have got separate accounts because we had so many issues with adding like a family member. So we've now got separate accounts. Are we able to do that again? Like, are we able to configure both of our like accounts on the same for the same like package so that we're not on different packages? Is that possible?
Yeah, can
Yeah.
I answer that? So, Mela, bless you for joining today and answering this very important question. I'm assuming you both topped up on your accounts and you're unable to link, so that's going to be number one. So what you need to do is,
Yeah.
I don't know if
Yeah,
you're
we
able
can't
to
link.
take my number, but you can. Are you on our Telegram group?
Yes, I am.
Yeah. So if
Yeah.
you privately message me as soon as the session ends, I will log
Okay.
in and configure both of your accounts so you're on the same 204 and have that ready and prime for you to go.
Yeah.
That way it's out the
But
way. We don't wait till tomorrow. But what will happen is you will have to book in or log in at two separate times. So because there's no way to link, once you've topped up your account,
yeah,
Nusuk will
we
not
heard
let you
that.
join together,
Yeah.
unfortunately.
Yeah.
You weren't to know that. It's what's happened now. Now you have to manage the
Yeah.
situation.
Yeah.
And what we will say is on the day, obviously, um, we hope that you both get it. There's a potential that maybe one of you does and one of you doesn't. Then you'll have to assess at that time what you want to do. But do log in and have both your devices and try and do it at the same time. That's the best advice I can give you. But there are quite a few families in the same situation where they've had to tweak and adjust their family members. But
Mm.
you can't do anything apart from just trying to log in at the same time for both of you. But do PM me
Yeah.
after this.
All right then. Thank you.
Thank you.
Okay. We don't have any other hands up or questions in the chat. So I'll give a chance. If anybody wants to ask a question, please raise your hand and we'll give you a chance to ask it. MashaAllah. Okay, Brother Shazad, Assalamu alaikum.
Assalamu alaikum, brother.
Alaikum salam.
Brother, I just wanted to ask couple of questions. The first question, if you go for the public package, or let's say so, you go for the custom package, you manage to book a custom package, and then let's say, is it possible later then, if you wanted to, move to a public package because it might be more beneficial in terms of the dates or the Makkah Medina, is that possible after? So you said, best thing is to secure a package, but then if you wanted to, you can change the double, triple, etc. But could you move between public and custom?
Muhtadi, I'll leave that with you. Is that possible?
Okay, meaning like, so you booked one program and you wanted to switch over to another one within the service provider, yeah?
Yeah, same service provider. But let's just say I like something in the public package, but for quick and easiness, I want to book it in
This is something
custom.
we discussed. This is something we discussed with service provider. And we said to them, look, there's a lot of people now. For example, in particular with Seera, we were saying as well to them, to the brothers that, mashallah, brother Muhammad Yusuf was with us last month as well when I was in Mecca, and he joined with us, and he was, based on last year's situation, how everything went. We were looking forward to having a lot of people booking on the public package, and we actually pushed for a lot more availability on those particular programs because they seem to stand out a lot more. So they will have the availability on them. So we have asked them, look, if someone does book something for ease and making sure that they're secured with us, could we then adjust and amend and thing? So they haven't said no. They said, of course, they will entertain that. But what they said is, it's better if they can stick to the original program. However, we will do whatever is required post Nusuk bookings completing. So they will, inshallah, for example, they will have the rooms in hand, and they will, they will make it available. Obviously, if there's a price difference, that will have to be paid
Of
directly
course,
to the service
of
provider.
of
And that is
course.
something that we've actually pushed to them to say that, look, we're just going to try and get as many people booked and then see if we can adjust their programs. It was also something that we discussed with regards to one of the Abdul Latif Jameel packages, which has Holiday Inn, which has group flights. And I think it was the three, which one was it? Which got the 304, one of those ones that had the Wizz Air flights, and it had more than 100 seats on there still.
Okay.
And we were thinking if they could maybe let us book that and then later on add they even said to us potentially, we're able to, as Hasan Travel, book a hotel for people if they wanted to. But these things get a little bit out of hand if we start giving too many options. What we want is people to try and go with what's on the PDF at the moment.
Yeah.
But we don't discount and say no. What we say is we'll attend to all of these things during Ramadan and post Ramadan once everything settles down. Right now, we have to focus on securing the program. But yeah, it's a good idea what you mentioned.
Okay, just a couple. Mother, it might be just right now because I saw on your screen, Mother, you can obviously go through and filter packages. Mine's all grayed out. I can't do any of that at the minute. And is that normal?
Yes.
Yes. We have managed to get access, so alhamdulillah. So that's why I'm saying if you require support, we will be able to do that for you, inshallah. So just PM me straight after this and I can log in, inshallah, and do it for you.
Oh, okay. So I won't be able to do it myself. You have to do it on my behalf. Mine will be grey until what? Until
At
the
the moment,
day.
that's what we're seeing. I can maybe instruct you to try and help you do that, but it might be a bit long-winded for you to get access to the thing. So it may be quicker if you decide on a program that you like. We can jump on a
Ah,
Zoom call, and then we
okay.
can just do it for you.
Okay. Jazakallah, brother.
Barakallahu feekum.
Brother Kausar, Assalamu alaikum.
Walaikum salam wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. But I was gonna ask, so I already have a package in my configuration, but that one's sold out. So should I remove it? And well, I can't add anything now. So should I remove it for now, or should I just leave it in there?
Yes, remove from now. If it's already sold out, then it's going to slow you down even a few moments refreshing the page. And again, please utilize our support. Private message me either tonight or tomorrow, and let us
Okay,
know which
I've already
program you want.
messaged you guys, but I just thought I just wanted to double check if I should remove it or not.
No, that's fine.
Yeah.
So what you do just after, just make sure you confirm with obviously your name and everything, and say there's a program or we spoke. We wanted to put this one on, and we'll get the
Yeah.
team to assist in getting that at least configured so that on the day you're one step ahead, inshallah.
Okay, inshallah. Assalamu alaikum.
Wa
Alaikum
alaikum
salam.
salam. Barakallahu feekum.
Sorry, lost the participants. Okay, next, Brother Asjid Ali. Assalamu alaikum. Assalamu alaikum, Brother Asjid Ali. Assalamu alaikum.
Hear me?
Yes, we
Yes,
can hear
we
you.
can.
Tafadhal.
Assalamu alaikum.
Assalamu alaikum. How are you?
My short question. Alhamdulillah, I'm fine. I've managed to book the package, but I'm asking for my mom and my brothers.
Yeah.
Is when the verification of application will be stopped and the top up of e-wallet as well?
So currently, we don't have any, there's not been any announcement as of yet, an exact date as to when each will stop. So it's currently ongoing.
Yeah.
But you need to do it as soon as possible. If you are set on going to Hajj this year, then you need to as soon as possible, because they may suddenly announce it and then close it within a day or two. So you should try and complete it now.
Yeah, my brother and his wife already applied, and
Yeah,
one of
mashallah.
them is verified, and other one, because his Spanish passport, he's waiting for verification. My mom's passport is not arrived, the renewal, so we're waiting desperately that will arrive, and then we'll apply for her as well as a team, because we can't leave the mom out of the
Yeah.
you know that fam and in the family.
Inshallah.
Yeah.
You know,
I got the answer there. Thank you very much. Anyway, thank you.
inshallah.
Allah khair.
Make it
But
fine.
inshallah.
It's still
But
open, basically.
Yeah, thank you.
Brother Kausar, assalamu alaikum. Brother Kausar Ahmed.
Assalamu alaikum. Sorry, brother, you
Walaikum
already
salam.
answered my one already.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. No problem. Jazakallah khair. Sister Zainab, assalamu alaikum. Assalamu alaikum. Assalamu alaikum, Sister Zainab. You are unmuted, but we can't hear
Oh,
you.
sorry.
Tafadhal.
Can you guys hear me now?
Yes, we can hear you.
Volunteer.
Okay.
All right.
So, the diamond packages that are on Nusuk, so let's say diamond 8 package, if it says reach full capacity, what does that mean?
That will mean that it's not available. Is it showing as reach full capacity on your screen on your configuration?
Yeah.
Okay, it may be the room options that you've selected has reached capacity, but there is capacity on the package in a different room selection. So it might be ideal if you contact us at the office and we can maybe walk through what's available there.
Sorry, can I
Okay,
just ask a
so
quick question? Was it on the homepage when you click on the package and it says on, yeah, so at the moment, reach full capacity means that the visas have been exhausted and they put that on the programs.
okay.
I know from looking at our chart, there's 12 spaces on that still. So that should
Okay,
be
so then I
available.
shouldn't go by what's on Nusuk.
No, so Nusuk for all the programs, even the ones with 200 spaces, is saying reach full capacity.
I
That's their
see.
way of
Okay,
saying,
okay.
that, you know, visas have exhausted for now.
I said because you got access to it, that's why you can see it.
Okay, yeah, it's only because I have access to the website right now, so that's why I can probably see it.
Yeah, so if it's anyone who's got it pre-configured on their carts from beforehand, before they grade out everything and they clicked on their cart, they will go to that summary page, and they're in the best position. This is why we want to help brothers and sisters get to that page and be with their chosen or preferred package in their cart or basket. So for those that
Alright.
are unable to select it, it's going to be grayed out. For you, if you go into any other package, you won't see anything. But when you click on your basket, you'll be able to see all the details. It says reach full capacity. Package is available. You're going to be very quick on the day because there's about 12 spaces on that one. So inshallah, you get it.
Alright, thanks so much.
Welcome.
Jazakallah khair. Sister Nadia has put her hand up again. Assalamu alaikum.
Sorry, yeah,
No
sorry.
problem. Fadal.
I'm not much of a technical person, but did you say I should message on Telegram or on WhatsApp?
Either.
Either. Okay, that's fine. Thank you.
Yeah, it should be the hotline number. Sorry.
The
Yeah.
hotline number, yeah.
Yeah, I've got that. I'll
That
message
one,
on that.
I think.
Thank
Yeah,
you.
yeah.
If you want to speak to Muhtadi directly, Telegram might be better.
I
because
don't know
you
how
could-
to, I mean, how do I don't know how to direct message on that. I've messaged in the
I'll drop you a
group.
private message now. You can respond back to me now, okay?
All right. Thank you. Thank you.
Okay, jazakallah khair. We don't have any other hands up. Is there anybody else that would like to ask a question? No, we don't have any other hands up. Okay, we do. Sister, put her hand up again. Assalamu alaikum. Assalamu alaikum.
Welcome, Sam. You know, on Nusuk, sorry, just to ask again, if there are packages that aren't on your list, can you still choose those, or are those not available? So let's say Diamond 14.
So, for example, any package, we'd have to check Diamond 14, Muhtadi. So,
One of our team members will need to check the availability.
Sorry,
of
I
that.
was just looking at something else.
So it's
Yeah,
fine.
so if it's any with our service provider ones, you can do that. Make sure you register with ourselves. I'll check the Diamond 14 shortly. I'm just logging into an account, and then
Where is it?
okay.
Perhaps you can contact us directly about that. Is that
Okay. Yeah.
that's-
Where do you contact them?
Do I just call the hotline?
Yeah, after
Yeah, we're in
after the webinar.
after the webinar.
Okay.
Inshallah.
All right. Thank you.
Thank you.
Okay, we don't have any other hands up. We're coming towards the end. Just give a final call. If anybody wants to ask a question, we're happy to kind of support with that. I know the team have been answering many questions in the chat.
Well, just to repeat to everyone, perhaps, obviously, you need to be configured and ready. Now, when is the next, just to summarize, brothers and sisters, once again, when the question is, when is phase 3? We don't have that information. Nobody has that information, but there is a chance that it will be Monday or Tuesday. This is as of today, just an hour ago. Information from Mecca to be ready for those days. Again, if it's tomorrow, the day after, I put my hands up. Yani khalas, yani it's as Nusuk wants to do. Nobody has that pre-confirmed information, but there is a highly likelihood it can't be tonight for sure, or tomorrow is Jum'ah, but maybe inshallah ta'ala on Monday or Tuesday as they close up phase 2. So what do you need to do? Very simply, ensure you have enough you're topped up with enough money in your e-wallet. And those who haven't been verified, I know some people even yesterday and today were verified. They messaged me privately, said, Alhamdulillah, I got verified. So I know there's a lot of people still waiting to be verified. And some people started months ago and some people came after and have managed. It's just, I don't know. It's just one of those things. I have no answer for this. We don't have any answers. We are doing our best to help you. You filled in a form, and I did raise that just to confirm to you, but we haven't. Some people were sorted, but others are still waiting. So finally, you need to be configured. You need to have enough money. So if you need help configuring and you don't have anything in your basket, brothers and sisters, or your cart, then you can reach out to our Hajj hotline tonight and tomorrow from 10 a.m. onwards. Bear in mind, Jumu'ah time. Throughout the day, inshallah, to get that sorted, inshallah, with the help of our team. Okay, so that's the final sort of advice, and you need to be select a package that you think, okay, I'm just going to go for this. Am I going for Hajj this year? I need to just select a package and go for that. Bi'idhnillahi tabaraka wa ta'ala. that has capacity that I'm just thinking, okay, sometimes it's not going to be everything that I want, but I want to go this year. It's either that, or if I'm being picky, sometimes it can be like, okay, it's going to take a bit longer to get to the end. Let me just book. And I'm not trying to, personally, last year was different, was different too. We went by last year, this year, as what happened. But every year there is a little bit of a change. And the whole point is to give opportunity to everyone. And this whole phase 2 has been an opportunity for all those other brothers and sisters around the world who really struggled to book last year, whilst all of UK and France had taken all of the quota. But we still have amal and hope, inshallah, that there will be some more quota, inshallah ta'ala. So do hold up, keep waiting, don't lose your, don't despair and sort of say, khalas, I'm giving up now. But just take it easy, look at what's happening on our.
Okay, Brother Maheen, he's got his hand up. Assalamu alaikum.
I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Brother Maheen Akhtar, Assalamu alaikum. Assalamu alaikum. Okay, we'll move on. Brother Kaleem Uddin, Assalamu alaikum.
Alaikum assalam. Brother, I just wanted to ask you from what you said, essentially the visas, there's about 3.5.
Sorry, brother, you've been I accidentally muted you. Assalamu alaikum.
Assalamu alaikum. Can you hear me, brother?
Sorry, yeah, apologies. If you can ask your question again, inshallah.
Yeah, so I just want to understand in terms of the competition that we're looking at for phase 3. So you're basically saying there's 3,500 visas available for phase 3 between USA, UK, Canada, and Australia and France who couldn't do phase 2. Is that correct? As things stand.
Mishkat. I think you're on mute now. You're on mute, Sheikh.
Could you kindly repeat the question? I'm so sorry, I got disturbed.
So from my understanding, I just want to see what the competition is.
Mhm.
You're saying there's about 3,500 visas available between the USA, Canada, France, and UK in terms of phase 3. So that's
It's a
going to
high
be
competition. Yes, but still it is going to be high competition. But then, as we mentioned, last year we had extra visas on top of the 30, the original amount, about 10,000 more visas. Now the question is, we cannot speak. We're not the holders of the visas, right? So they will do is totally up to them, and no one has that information. And it's this is the way in which things happen here, where nobody has that pre-information, but we can give indication that there will be a chance, and they can see that there is a big need, and that many service providers will be suffering a lot because there's so many packages, and there was an anticipation for more bookings than last year, 43,000, 44,000 last year. We haven't hit that number, okay? And there was an anticipation for 60,000, for example, but then they said, no, we're going to keep it near the 44,000 mark. We haven't got there anywhere. So, brother, like the number is difficult to say, but yes, official numbers say 3,500 of the world quota is left for us for everyone to try for. However, I mean, from our end, to say something and then it's difficult, but we have an amal, we have an hope that there is something because of the fact that there's more time and because of the fact that on the site there are packages ready to go. It's just about assigning more visa quota. So the ultimate answer is that is 3,500, and there's going to be a lot of competition. But if they decide, and I said to you in the beginning of this webinar, that definitely there is some on a very high level discussions going on beyond Nusuk and beyond the Ta'shir, even on a very high level, for increasing that for this program or system, and the amount of people that are requiring visa. I did allude to also perhaps even on a national level, Muslim level, organizational level, we should also in a nice way request that we do have needs in UK and USA and France, and I think they know that. It's just a matter of time. So in a nutshell, there will be competition, but if they increase, then it will be easier. There will be wus'a, in Arabic we say easy, and there'll be more expansive and easier, inshallah. Yeah,
Does that answer your question, Brother Kalim? Any other
Brother
question?
Kalim, it's a difficult one to answer, to tell you exactly. It may be open, it may be very wide open, but we have to anticipate it will be busy. No.
And from your experience from previous year, do you think there will be potential for a phase 4 as well, or this year you don't think?
So this is it. So if we go by previous years, the issue is already we've seen some changes this year, and we mentioned in the beginning, we put our hands out when we said there's challenges, and not every year is the same. First webinar we had, and we kept on repeating that. So now you're familiar with this. They're trying to improve it, but they're not going to make drastic changes. From now on, they directly mentioned in the summit or in the conference in Jeddah, they said that, now it's going to be subtle changes. Okay. I mean, obviously it's subjective, what does, subtle mean here? But however, inshallah, maybe there'll be fourth, maybe there'll be fifth. We don't know. We cannot say. It's very difficult to say, and we don't want to say something and then rumors go out there's going to be a fourth phase. This is what everyone's worried about. Let's have good hope and let's wait until there is no chance anymore. I think that's the easiest answer. Is that okay? I wish I could answer better. Yeah, may Allah bless you.
Brother Nazrul, Assalamu alaikum. We'll end on this one. We're coming close to 8 o'clock. Assalamu alaikum. Brother Nazrul Islam. You are unmuted, but we can't hear you. Assalamu alaikum. Yeah, can't seem to hear the brother. Okay, we'll move on, inshallah. Brother Nazrul, if you have a question, please do contact us directly on Telegram or on the hotline, and we hope we can answer your question there. There is one last question in that. Can I increase my e-wallet even Nusuk is grayed out? Yes, you can. At this moment in time, you can still top up your e-wallet. Okay.
Just to remind everyone, yes. So even if it's grayed out, you can top up your e-wallet. Do not think that you cannot do anything. E-wallet, you can top up. Just to repeat, even if it's grayed out. If it's grayed out and you haven't configured your basket or your cart and you'd like to do so and you need some help with that and you don't have access, you can reach out to any of our team on the Hajj hotline number that we shared before, inshallah.
Okay, we'll end there because 8 o'clock.
Can I just say one more thing, brothers and sisters who are watching? I know there's people leaving already. Just to mention, if you contact us on the hotline number, you can leave a message or WhatsApp or a text message and somebody will call you back. It makes it easier for us because so many people calling at the same time now. The phones are ringing quite much. But if you contact us directly, DM us, that's different. You can contact us directly. But the hotline, just leave a message. That will be easier for us. I think that will be a good thing. Muhtadi's requested that. We're all working diligently and very hard to help everyone. So we're happy to help you as well. May Allah accept it from us and from you. May Allah accept our majlis and gathering. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala grant us all accept our intentions and grant us the opportunity to book our Hajj and to go, all of us, inshallah ta'ala. And inshallah, inna ma'al usri yusra, indeed after difficulty there's always ease. Whatever difficulty that you face in your life, afterwards you look back and you think, subhanallah, that wasn't too bad, that wasn't that bad. So have patience and endure. And yes, the system to you, my dear brothers and sisters, is difficult. I understand because it's new to you and it's overwhelming for some of you. And I understand as well. So if you find it overwhelming, reach out to us and slowly but surely we'll get through it together, inshallah ta'ala. We don't have much time, so in the next 2 days, do contact us if you're new to all of this. Once again, may Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala bless you and protect and preserve you all and make it easy for us all. Ameen ya Rabbil Alameen. وصلى الله وسلم على سيدنا وحبيبنا محمد وعلى آله وصحبه أجمعين. Please look out for more announcements for us. As soon as any new information comes, we will let you know, inshallah ta'ala. فجزاكم الله خيرا. والسلام عليكم ورحمة الله وبركاته. Thank you so much for attending. May Allah bless you all. السلام عليكم.
وعليكم السلام ورحمة الله.